Hello, this is Denora Ledesma, the Holistic Enchantress, and this is part 2 of the video on activating love and why that's important. So, I left off talking about going into the different rabbit holes. So, if you're into any of the deep state rabbit holes, the what they do to little kids' rabbit holes and why so many go missing, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So they every video that I see, every article that I read, it says they need to tell us what they're doing. We have free will, and so they need to put it out there. Whether we're going, if we're going to follow along with it, that they have. Well, we told you it's out there. You're still playing along. So I really started to think about that as as I was thinking about the movie Monsters Inc. and how these monsters use children, torture them so that they can scream, scare them, so that they can harness that energy to power their city, to power the monsters' city. And it's very much like one of these rabbit holes, right? They take these little ones and torture and then remove their vital force from them so that they can power themselves, anti-aging, super vitality or something or other. I don't know. But I'm like, wow. So if you go back and you watch Monsters Inc., you watch all these different movies where the ending is pretty similar. If the good guy wins, the ending is pretty similar. There's all this torture, there's all this bad going on, but in order to win, love wins all the time. So they've been telling us how to beat them, and we still keep falling for all the separation and all the hate. And, yes, I agree, we all definitely need to be equal and we all need to love each other and care for each other. But I believe that they um, do things to constantly keep us in that torture mode so that we never really open up our minds enough to see what else is really happening behind everything. It's like, why, as COVID kind of shuts us down and we get we start to really dive into ourselves and to what we're doing at home. And I really started seeing how everybody was just loving each other, caring for each other, doing things for each other, and we were actually becoming better neighbors for each other. We were, at least here in San Diego, I kept seeing, we're a very transit city, and people are always on the rush, and they've got to get home, they got to get to work, they got to, try to beat the traffic. So everybody's always in a hurry, 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 hurry. And all of a sudden, you saw people actually saying hello, stopping, just letting people by. The stress wasn't there. And so I believe a lot of people were actually diving into some of these holes and realizing, hey, there's something else going on here. And in doing so, we all started banding together. It's like, wait, a lot of this does not make sense. What? Say that again? What are you telling me? It can live on surfaces for like only a few minutes. Oh, you mean hours? Oh, you mean now days? Oh, it can be killed simply by just washing your hands or drinking hot tea. Oh no, it's not that anymore. There's like all this contradiction. People started to realize there's something more going on, And we started banding together as a human body, like what we really are. And so then they're like, oh, okay, well, that backfired on us. What else can we throw in there to fuel it up and have them separate again? So they throw something out at us, and you know, some of it backfired because now more people are waking up and say, hey, that's injustice. No, let's not do that. Let's not fall into that. And they're standing up. So then they hire people to go do stuff and make it look like protesters are doing things. And everybody's waking up to that as well. Not everybody. There's some people that are still not, but more and more people are waking up to the nonsense of what the news is saying. And the trip to Panama is making more and more sense to me, is to just hold that vibration, hold that love, no matter what you see out there, no matter what is going on, to hold it and don't let it go, to love each other and don't let it go, because in every single movie where the good guy wins, it's always love that wins. In Monsters, Inc., it was the love of the monsters to the little girl, and vice versa, that won over, and the monster couldn't harm the little one anymore. And then they found out that laughter was even more powerful. So laughter and love is even more powerful than fear. So if we could go into the love energy, we can overpower. And that's what they don't want. They don't want us to band together and overpower them. And so they keep throwing these things to separate us, to throw fear, to make us focus on something other than who we are and the power that we have. And I believe that that's the biggest message. That's what needs to be spread right now, is that you have the power. You are the power when you are feeling compassion and when you are feeling love for your fellow humans. No matter what they look like, no matter what their lifestyle is, that you can feel compassion for someone that's still not awake, that you know you were there once too, and somebody pounding you to wake up usually doesn't work, but being kind works. Being in love with you, so it raises those around you, and those that just can't handle it will take off anyway. You won't have to deal with them. So if we can all band together and just every morning when you wake up, feel love, feel compassion, ask for guidance to help you feel those things, and then every night do the same thing, so that you can dream about it and you can shift, and things will move so quickly in your life. They're moving quickly now because of all the planet alignment and things. You will start to feel more in your power. You will start to feel the urge to do something different. And I urge you that no matter what is going on out there, that you hold strong and feel peace in your heart so that you can radiate that. Feel love in your heart so you can radiate that, and others will pick that up. And if they're completely repelled by it, then they'll be repelled. But just know that you are the power. You are the love that we need. Everybody needs to dive into that right now. Thank you for listening. If you got this far, I apologize. It's longer than I normally do, but I finally got around to doing this, and I hope it helps anybody. If you're feeling the same way, please comment and let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye. Take care.